So, guys, this is one of those videos you make and your village people come to play, but you know what? Shame on them. I made the video with my classmates as promised, but then we missed the clip and it got missing. So I had to ask them to, send in their personal videos. We had our graduation last week and it was so awesome. So, guys, this is just me whiling away time while we get into the video. Welcome to another episode of Kara's Stockholm on YouTube. Let's get to the video.
Um, Hi, my name is Victor Oluwafemi, aka Lord VJ. Some people know me as Adonis or just Femi. Yeah, this is Kara's video, of course. So yeah, I met Kara at Elka in screenwriting class, and it was really wonderful. So generally, I'm a creative songwriter, music producer, and now screenwriter, filmmaker. Yeah.
So, hi everyone. My name is Tony Oduni, and well, I'm Kara's friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Okoyemela Sumbo. I, I write, I act, and I'm a troublemaker. Yes, I'm a troublemaker. I've been writing for a very long time. I started when I was in secondary school. I started with prosaic poetry. And then I had this urge to just write down what I'm feeling at the moment, my emotions, my thoughts, and stuff like that. When I'm angry, perhaps to my mom especially, as an adolescent, I do that a lot. So yeah, then I just started writing. It's like a safe space for me, so I just write away. It's easier to hide. It's easier to hide in writing, like people say. And now I write screenplay, content writing, copywriting, prose, poem, drama, all sorts of.
When I started writing, I would say I started writing from when I was a kid. Nonsense, of course, but I started also writing music and poems and stuff like that. But writing professionally, I started, just about a year, less than a year, of actually like taking the whole writing thing seriously. Um, but the last 6 months have been astronomical. I've gone like crazy in the last 6 months. So yeah.
So, when did I start writing? So I'm a very shy person. I consider myself very introverted. So, when I was younger, it should be around like in primary school, I noticed that I love to like make up stories. So, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, I would create shapes like into human beings, and then I would give them dialogues. I would make up like storylines for them. I don't know how I did that. I don't know why I don't even have them anymore, but that's what I started doing. And then slowly, when I got into secondary school, I started using my notebooks for stories. I'll collect extra notebook and then I'll just start writing them. And then in SS2, I know I started two stories, and then I used to give people to read turn by turn. It was so nice. Like that was the start. Go go. And then when I went to university, I published my first book on Okada Books. So I started really getting really matured in my stories, writing things that really matter. Well, yeah. And then mostly writing about special needs, police brutality, sexual assault, and all of that. And then years later, I have 14 books. So that's just basically how I started. And now I notice that people don't really read like that, or maybe I haven't really found my people yet. I haven't found my audience yet, so I'm still trying. That's one of the things that writers really do. Like they will go on looking for getting readership. So I decided to go into film school, Ebony Life. So I'm going to turn these books into movies so that people can actually see them. I know that I mean, I understand that books and films are meant to be like agents of like education. Most times they're treated like entertainment, so we forget that like you can actually use films, most especially like films, to educate people. So that's what I'm really aiming for. I'm trying to use my films to push for advocacy for disabilities, things that really matter, and of course, to like show more love stories. All these toxic love stories, I love them. But yeah, I no, that's that I just started writing. So yeah, it started from Microsoft PowerPoint.
Uh, the universe. All right, the universe inspires my writing. This might get a few laughs, but I'm a Pisces, so yeah, zodiac shit. I'm a Pisces, so I absorb everything, from different people, different situations inspire me, I can get inspired by someone else's story, not just my own experiences. I know how to live in other people's heads, if I wish. So the universe inspires me from, you know, everything I could get a crazy idea, you know, and that's what I use to write. And yeah, sometimes I get over inspired, and that makes me, not know what to do exactly because I'm like having a lot of traffic of inspiration. But sometimes, I'm looking for ideas, but when I just, look around me and pay attention to what's happening in the world around me, I get inspired. So, yeah.
So, what inspires my writing? Well, I would say everything around me. I mean, are you a writer if everything doesn't inspire you? You can just be like in traffic and you just see something happening in the bus and just be like, this made a very mad story. Or you could hear your friends' love story and just be like, oh, this will make a very good romance story. So for me, I think it's just everything that inspires me, everything about life basically, and then also things about like things that happen around us, things of great importance. Like let's say a problem arises, like for example, when the NSAS protest happened in 2020, I wrote a story and submitted it for the Commonwealth Short Story Prize. I mean, those things around me inspire me. Life, my family, my friends, especially my friends and their love stories. I mean, thank you. Well, now what I'm doing now is that I'm going out. I'm trying to go out more, trying to like step out of my comfort zone to be more inspired, like to get more stories and all of that. You can never like get enough of stories. I think there are so many things to write about, so many things. So everything basically inspires me.
Thank you. All right, so the next question, the most difficult challenge you face when writing. Okay.
Ooh. Okay, truthfully, I think the most difficult one would be me trying to water down my imagination. I think that should be the most difficult.
It ain't easy, guys.
Seriously, it's not. Oh, yeah, and then perhaps you're trying not to show too much, in your writing, because I think writers do this.
Show
You try to
only when you can't tell.
you try to put yourself into your writing, and then I think for me trying to step back from my writing and then trying to water down on my creativity. Also, one of the hardest, which me considering my audience when I write actually.
Yeah.
Because at times I just want to tell story, I just want to say something, I just want to come probably from the place of art or pain or stuff like that. But then when people, especially my close people, people that read to like, oh, this is too harsh, this is too brutal, try to adjust, try to do this, try to do that. I think for now I'll say those are the most hardest stuff for me.
All right. So I was asking the most difficult, challenge you face when writing.
I would say for me, writer's block and then product syndrome. Because there's sometimes that you want to write and then you just don't have the. I feel like product syndrome has a lot to do with it. Because then I think when we were in school, I was in school, like in class, I'll be thinking like, well, my story is this good, are they okay? I'll start comparing myself to other people. Meanwhile, I mean, everybody has different strengths.
Yeah, we are different.
Some people are good at developing, some people are good at dialogue. So for me, I'm just trying to like battle that, and then also developing stories. I don't like developing stories at all.
I don't think it's just having a story idea. I swear.
My TV series, so we have like
Oh,
we're
no.
in a group to develop it, and then I'm just like, you know what? Just give me the idea. Let me write it. I don't really care about what this characters are doing. I don't.
I just want to write.
I just want to write. Exactly. So those are things that actually.
Okay, Femi.
Yeah, I think I'll take a page from Akbayemi's book. Like, first of all, I like to write from what I like, right? I want to write what I feel first, at least first.
I think every writer feels that.
Yeah.
I think we all
So
feel that.
from that, I'll now start to consider other things. But also one of the major issues that I face is actually being a traffic warden for the ideas as I'm running through my mind. Like, I have one idea, and then as I'm trying to make sense of that one, another one is driving up inside it, and I'm like, wait,
you're on a story, and then you're writing, and then something else just keeps coming up, and then you notice that I'm supposed to write this story. It's supposed to be like 3 pages, and then you see that you get into like 5 pages, 6 pages, and the story keeps expanding.
But also sometimes that's interesting too, because sometimes you start out doing something and then the characters take you to another place. Like they say, yo, this is where this story should go.
But I think the difficult thing about that is now trying to connect it with your initial intention of the story.
Idea,
because at times when a character takes you to a place, because you have to find a balance. You are struggling with, okay, this thing that just came to my head, yes, it's going to work, but how does it connect? The story, the whole idea. I feel like that's like my weak point, and it gives me tough time.
You know what? It used to be for me too, and I actually learned a very important lesson here, and that's kill your darlings. Like, you have to be willing to kill your darlings. For example, you start out a story, and then in your mind you're like, this is where you want it to go, right? But as you develop it, it starts to go into another direction. Don't be afraid to kill that original idea and follow it to where it's taking you. It might just make sense.
Right,
sometimes you're too attached.
Carry us nowhere we don't know sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, okay, so if this is not part of the other questions you want to ask, then remind me so I can add.
No, you can.
Okay, so I think another difficult thing will be, you trying to hide. Yeah. For me, I think I would say some writers are fucking liars. I'm serious. Writers are fucking liars. Or should I say the society has made us to be so fucking lie too much. Okay, you are writing, especially when it gets to sensitive stuff. Let's say you want to write. I don't know if you guys know about Nora Roberts. Nora Roberts, I think for me, she's still kind of low. There are some writers that when they try to describe a sex scene for you, you go with, seriously, you feel it like you are there. You understand? But I think this society we have has, watered us down to, trying to make us what we are not. At times you want to write stuff like that, but then you feel like, oh, what will it say about me when people read this? What will they feel? Oh, this child, you're supposed to be from a Muslim family. Why are you writing stuff like this? Other kind of stuff. So that's why I think that's also one of.
That's it. That's like a
So
major setback. Yeah, because I swear,
it's like
anything.
I swear.
You want to write that section.
I swear.
Stop you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people will read this thing, so let me remove it, let me reduce it. But you just want to write
like
about
you're censoring
them.
yourself.
Yeah, I just want to write about them, and for me, I think it's hard, it's difficult actually, and that's why I said I think some of us are fucking liars.
No, I feel like people, it's not like they want to lie, but like you said, the society has just made
Sorry, let me explain what I meant by that. What I meant by society lying and stuff like that is Nigeria, for example. When I don't know if you guys have seen Euphoria, the movie Euphoria. If that story is based in Nigeria, people will say it is trash, it is rubbish, it is sexual, it is all this, it is that. But that is the reality of Nigerians' youth. I don't know if you know. Nigerians are fucking crazier than Americans if you let them go out. Seriously.
Yeah.
That's why I said they are fucking wild. We do this shit.
Yeah.
You all know that. But no, you feel like, oh yeah, people will talk, society will say something, so you try to water it down. So that was what I meant by that. Okay.
Yeah. True that. Okay, so the next one is Toyin. You mentioned you get writer's block. I do too. In fact, in 2022, I couldn't write a sentence. In the whole of 2022, I could not write a sentence. My blog was on hold. Everything was on hold, and it took a whole lot of emotional and psychological training and just to get back into track. So this is a very common thing among writers and I think creatives generally. Yeah. So how do you overcome writer's block?
I think for me is that I have one, let's say hack. So most of the time, whenever I see that my writer's block is actually linked to like my self-worth. So like all things like, oh, my day is good. So I remind myself, I go back to like my books on different platforms and like, oh, people are reading it and people like it. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So actually cares about even if it's just one person.
Yeah. Everybody always wants that one person.
Believe me. So I think that just helps me. And sometimes I do this very weird thing. So if I don't know what to write exactly, so I try to sleep. So before I sleep, I go through everything that's supposed to happen in my book. Like from beginning to the end, because I plan everything. So as I'm about to go to bed, I was like, okay, this is what's going to happen. Like I'll play that in my head. So like when I wake up in this I'm like really hyped about it. So it's very weird to have
Yeah.
If that works for you, yeah, exactly. So if that works for you, it's totally fine. Femi, how do you overcome writer's block?
Yeah, I'm not scared of it. Like I own writer's block. Whenever it comes, I own it. Like I'll just keep on going about my life.
This is your guy.
Like, I'll go be watching movies. Yeah. I'll watch movies. I'll go out. I'll just play. You understand? I understand that it happens sometimes, right? I'm not scared of it. Right? I've embraced it. It's like writer's block.
Oh yeah, they play. We do this together.
Exactly. So, and I realize that when I'm very free about it, when I'm not scared of it, it just goes away without me even noticing it,
Oh my God.
So, and then I just get back to the writing. Yeah. So that's what I do.
Okay.
I feel like that's what
I think we're all weird here. So for me, I think writer's block, it's a way of telling me that something is wrong with me, generally, because I've noticed quite a number of times that when I have writer's block, I have to check myself as a person. Something is definitely wrong with me. So I will beat you, boy. Like it's not just only about the creativity. It's either something is going on with me psychologically, emotionally. So I just tell myself that, you know what? Just take a step back. Yeah. Leave this stuff. It's not working. We'll go and sleep. It's not working. It's not working. When it works, we come back.
No, like that.
So whatever makes you feel good, probably reading other people's work, watching movies, cartoon, going out, anything that makes you feel better. So when I feel like when you are good emotionally, psychologically, this thing go back to normal. So
Exactly. So writer's block would be telling you that, hey, you need to chill. You are probably stressed out.
I swear. I think it's just a way of saying, you know what, you've done enough. Come back home small. Take a
like
break.
That popular meme on Twitter about a guy and a girl having an argument, and then the girl says, "Oh, I want to break up," and the guy, you know what, go and sleep.
When you wake up, continue. When you wake up, they're going through a lot of arguments.
Because I not okay now. When you wake
up, there's another one too of the husband and wife. The husband was saying, the wife was saying, "I'm done. I want a divorce." The guy was like, "Okay, so what food do you want? Which restaurant do you want to go?"
I swear.
That thing is coming from a place of hunger.
Exactly.
You see what I said about hunger? The mothers, I say hunger can be mothers.
Okay, now I agree with you. Okay, so it's been amazing, being with you guys, sharing the same space with you guys in class. And I'm not trying to say that the rest of the people in the class are not, as smart as the three people here, or they are not as creative. But I made this video with the three of them because I mean, you can see there's a connection, there's a bond, because I relate with them more in class, and I got to learn a lot from them, even though they didn't know, in different ways. Toyin here is my baby girl, and I just love the fact that she pays attention to every little thing. Toyin is a very detailed person. Toyin writes everything. She writes everything. So and somehow I feel like I've lost that part of me, a very long time ago, and seeing somebody still doing that in 2023, and I feel like, oh, I thought this thing was vague, and you know what, we're going back to that. And me on the other hand is so crazy, and I don't know. I don't even know. I'm sure you heard everything she has been saying. I don't even know. I don't know where to start from. But then she inspires me a lot. I sometimes I just wish I can see through her brain, how she thinks. She's a very realistic person. This one will not call white for you purple.
Yeah.
She's, you know what? I don't give a shit. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And my guy. So let me tell you guys one funny story. The first day we came to this camp, the very first day, I had my eyes on this guy. Okay, wait, she's not that kind of eye, because you can just. Okay, so we were asked to introduce ourselves, and then everybody goes, "Oh, my name is this, I do this," and then he goes to Uncle Stone after introducing himself. Even the introduction alone, it prompted our HOD to ask what kind of person he is. And then the next thing that is, I'm a descendant of Apollo. I mean, I'm like, wait, the funniest thing. Who is this guy?
I said that with all confidence.
See, I'm getting there. Okay, I'm getting there. And then like, see this guy. I was not paying attention, but when I heard that, I had to look at him because I had to see who is this, from which planet, and then descendant of, I think he said Obatala or something. So that was when I knew that, you know what, this boy is going to be my guy in this school, because I like crazy and weird. And Femi is confident. I feel like it should be a course. Femi is confident. It should be a course they study in Harvard. I'm telling you, a doctorate honor. Because when the rest of us are pitching and we are fidgeting, because we don't know what HOD is going to say about the work.
I've been crazy.
Somebody is sitting with his legs crossed and just chilling. Every time he does that, I'm like, oh, teach me, my Lord. I want to learn these things. I mean, so these little things, really meant a whole lot to me, and I'm grateful for all of the experience, all of the times that we had to share together. I mean, I'm not going to forget this in fact, I don't think I'll ever forget it. So don't let me say in a long time. Maybe after a while I'll forget it. It's not possible. And again, I was able to work on this project. Thankfully, he was supposed to do another project, and I found myself there. It was there. I knew.
Yeah, because I mean, she's awesome. Right, Kaya is awesome.
I see this girl, a baby girl for life. We are just getting started. I'm looking forward to working with them outside class, because it's going to be very amazing, very, very amazing. I don't like to put myself on like a high profile. I'm just trying, I'm just trying my best. I'm just that girl who just wants to write something down in her head. But having people that are more exposed, more creative, and have a whole lot in their head as well to put out, this combination, I feel like is going to birth a very, very great thing, and I'm really looking forward to that. I already told you guys in my previous video that look out for the Kara girl,
Yeah. By the way, Kaya does something very, very important.
Yeah,
She does this thing where everybody is like stuck, right? Running around in circles probably, right? And then she can just be biding her time. She can just be watching like, okay.
There was a call.
When you get there,
Let me know.
and I'll say, yeah, listen up. Why don't we do it this way, do it this way, do it this way? And I'm like, whoa, where did you get that from? Like, where did that
I don't know.
come from?
I feel like that's what
You know?
that's my like my secret power.
Yeah,
I noticed
It's
since that,
definitely a superpower.
and that's my that's my superpower. And I think ever since I was a child, I just find myself solving problems. Even though I have problems that I can't solve myself,
Yeah.
I find myself solving other people's problem. And at least for the fact that he mentioned it means that I still have that power.
And I was
Yeah.
going to
I feel like it's something. And
please don't take this moment from me. Don't take this moment from me. So why we are on that? Trust me, I don't do girls. I don't do ladies. I'm not saying being straight or whatever shit you guys are going on. I don't do female friends. I just feel like they are too much. They're too much for me. I don't like my mom.
yeah, the
I
first
like
day she
Wahala
told
on
me-
that
she told me-
level.
She sent me out of her seat. I was supposed to be your baby seat partner. She told me to get the fuck. She told me to get the hell out of her seat. And she replaced me with a man. And she told me, please, I like boys.
Okay. No. Who can do that? A tall, dark guy.
I'm not forgiving her for that anymore. I am not.
Okay, so Kaya just have this. She has this aura to her. She has this aura of making you feel like, oh no, I got you. You know, she just make you feel that kind of peace. You know, even though she has like a lot
I want to
going
cry.
on. You understand?
I'm very tired to like about Kyra.
Yeah, we just took
I just
into
love that.
that
Let me
space.
start with storytelling. So story.
Sorry.
I feel like this video is going to be so long. So I was a script supervisor for surprise a short film. So I mean, I did not get it, and I really wanted it. So I cried like a baby, and girl, Kaya was there. She was like, "Oh, you want to do?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she talked to Bola about it, and like, "Oh." And I kept on thinking, Bola's whatever. I was like, "Okay, I couldn't handle it." And then Kaya was like, "Don't worry, just come." And like, she was so loving and so caring. Even like the day we had to sleep in school. Oh my God, my Jesus Christ! I stressed this girl. She went to tell me, was it wrong or something? I'm still going to charge you for that.
She really held it down.
And then she got me wrapper because I can't sleep without like something to cover my body. I'm just like, oh God, it's me. I'm not gonna stress myself over. Okay, I will, Sha. But the way she was so helpful and everything was so cute. It blamed my parents for that because my mom and dad, I don't know. At some point I resented them because my mom could literally give up something we are supposed to have for someone else. I remember there was one time my mom used my jam lesson fee to pay for my cousin's work. So I feel like it's a genetic thing. So you guys, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And by the way, she's also a lot of fun.
It's a blessing.
You can hang out with Karen and not laugh.
See people are talking. You see this one? This one. Please, don't take me serious. Don't take him serious at all.
No, take me serious.
Tony does not take me serious. I don't take Karen serious. I don't take Oppressor. I don't take Victor. I don't take him serious.
That broke my heart. I'll break my heart.
Okay, so we are getting to the close of this video. I feel like we should not end.
I swear.
Okay, in one word, just describe your moment in Elka. In one word, who's going first? Entertaining. Okay. Femi.
Satisfying.
Wow. Okwemi.
Hey, the one is not coming.
Bass bossy
Father Lord, the one is not coming. In one word, hey.
For me,
I don't know.
please.
Please.
I don't know. It was more than I hoped for, actually.
Okay.
That's more than I hoped.
I know.
More than
She's a
I
politician.
just can't do
Yeah.
one word.
Yeah.
I just can't do
That's
one
right.
word.
We give it to you. You want
It's
it
too
round.
amazing.
You want it round.
Okay, So a quick one. I have this problem. So one of my brothers used to do something for me. He would tell me that I should buy a notebook, that I should try to write what each word meant to me, like the word love. What does it mean to you? So he has been doing that for me because I have problem trying to capture my emotions and putting it into words. You know, I don't like it. It's like you are restraining me. Like, don't do this, don't do that. I don't like it.
Okay, so guys, let's move to the game part. Just
Father love. I love games.
Okay, so now we know who can sing. Writers can sing, so anyway, we can sing. Alright guys, so now we are moving to song association. So guys, I'll be giving you like a word and you sing a song that has the lyrics. The first one, hey, what's the singer? Money. Which song is that? I don't know it's that. No, you're not.
Don't worry. You can still make it.
Sorry, you are still the one winning.
You can still make it.
You know she's still winning, right?
Oh yeah, the next.
Winning where?
I'm going to win. Oh yeah, the next one.
Oh yeah.
Bono.
Belly.
This is the second one. Are you trying to sing?
I'm trying that one.
Tony, I'm so sorry. See, Tony, whatever. I'm sorry. Don't leave me.
Because what? Please, excuse me. Please don't forget.
Are you doing?
Oh yeah, the next one, love.
Love me.
No, I really love me. So, one. I don't like doing it, but Johnny pay me. The next one, body.
Betsy.
My body. See, you see I have the opportunity.
Bring your body, baby. I'll bring you pain.
Who's that?
Bring your body, baby.
I don't know
give
this song.
you pain. The weekend.
Okay. The next one, feel.
Then go feel it. Then go run it.
Yes, I don't like
it.
Oh yeah, sexy.
Sexy ladies.
It's a tie. It's a tie.
Open Gangnam Style.
Oh yeah, the next one, Jaga.
Everywhere is Jaga. Come on, this Stop playing.
Okay, the last one, nothing.
Nothing to me.
You ain't got nothing on you but extra. My baby girl.
Finally.
Round 2, as you won. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have watched us to this point, thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share the video. And please leave your comments. I hope you had fun watching this video. I hope you also learned 1 or 2 things watching these videos. And I'm going to drop in their Instagram handle, so you please follow them online. This woman here, she writes amazing stuff. Toyin's page, you can bury yourself there because it never stops. You see amazing things. She has like 3 pages in 1 page. So it doesn't stop. And now my music guru, descendant of Apollo, the Guinness World Holder. Don't play. So guys, thank you. It's not vivid imagination, no, it's not vivid. This one is real. It's real, guys. It's real. So I'm going to be dropping their Instagram handles. Please follow them as well. And please, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's very important to me.
Yeah, and click the notification bell.
Love you all.
Yeah.
So that when I drop the video again, you are going to be the first to find out. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video. Au revoir, guys.
Love you.
Bye. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
On this side.
Yep.